for my legs. I'm thankful for my eyes. I'm thankful for my bed.
Hi, everybody. Karen Schaal, Gratitude Gal here with Psycho News. And today we're going to talk about appreciation. Great topic with the 4th of July coming up, but I have to tell you, I don't think we can get enough appreciation in our life. So, if you want to see me on YouTube, you can find me at Positive Online Psychology. And if you go in there, please subscribe. We're also on Facebook at Gratitude Gals and Positive Online Psychology. And if you want to find our motherboard of all the information, you'll go to positiveonlinepsychology.com.
I'm thankful for this mic. I'm thankful for everything that I have in my life. I feel blessed. Damn right, I feel blessed.
Let's talk about appreciation. How does it make you feel when you appreciate someone or something? How do you feel when you're appreciated? Well, for me, I can only give you a positive answer for both of those questions. It makes me feel good. I feel really good when I see something that I want to appreciate, or that I see someone who's doing something, saying something that brings up in me a sense of appreciation. I love it. So if we're answering, and I'm assuming that most of you are saying yes, that you feel good to both of those questions, then my next question is, why aren't we appreciating more often? How is life slipping us by without more appreciation from us? Well, I can tell you that one of the main reasons, we're all busy, so we can all, go that route. But a lot of it is just habit. It's just pure and simple habit. And so if you are inspired in your life, somehow, some way, to want to be more appreciative, then it's a small choice to look and pay attention to find things that you can appreciate and go with it. For example, I used to appreciate things, or for instance, see someone with a nice hat on or see someone doing good work, and I would appreciate it and then continue on and not say anything. Well, now I think, something, I have that nice thought in my head, but I should probably share it about a really positive thing about this individual and the work they're doing. So it's something I've learned, and most of the time it's a win-win situation. I feel good admiring, appreciating someone, and they also feel good being appreciated. So let's look at the definition, because we're talking about a positive emotion. Okay, when we're talking in positive psychology and really on Psycho News, when we're talking about appreciation, gratitude, so many different things, we're talking about emotions. So before we get to the definition and how we can bring it into our lives, let's look at appreciation as an emotion and really how it operates in our lives. So up to this point, we've asked ourselves a couple questions. We do feel good when we appreciate and when people appreciate us. Maybe we do it a lot, maybe we don't, but maybe we want to incorporate appreciation more into our lives. So as a positive emotion, appreciation, gratitude, really similar here, broadens a person's, actually I think it opens the heart, but on a research-based discussion here a little bit, it broadens a person's thought processes, opens up the thinking, so that where a person who is more positive sees more opportunities for different behaviors, different ways to express someone, to express oneself. So when we appreciate, we are opening ourselves up to allowing the person, for instance, let's look at this. I appreciate Joe. Joe is happy that I've appreciated him, and Joe's happiness comes back to me. I end up being happier than I started off with. So positive emotions have a way to open up your mind. So I'm feeling a good positive emotion. I'm appreciating Joe. So I'm going to be open and show him appreciation, which in turn comes back to me. So that's how positive emotions work. They open you up so you're more open to other behaviors. And we're looking at, filling up your glass so it's full. So we're looking at incorporating more positive behaviors, more positive things, and, different things like that. That's positive psychology. That's our approach here. So that's the part of the positive emotion that you just have to trust it a bit. But when, for instance, if you're in a grump and you go ahead and look for something to appreciate in the moment or in whatever you're doing, as you experience the positive emotion, it actually negates some of the grump you may have at that time. It does it. You trust me on this. If you choose positivity over being a grump, it will make you feel better. So we know now that appreciation kind of broadens our thinking, allows us to think of different things to do, express different behaviors, which in turn other opportunities and opens up our lives. Because in actuality, the more open you are to life as it is, the more life will be able to feed you through nature, through social interactions, through so many things. So now let's get to the definition of appreciation, because this really impressed me. It's an appreciation number one. They have 5 different definitions, which is really going to take us through the day and really lead us in different ways how we can kind of build up our appreciation quotient during the day. Number 1, appreciation, an understanding of the nature or meaning or quality or magnitude of something. And you're understanding how big something is. Like when you go to a waterfall and you have so much appreciation because it's just all over nature, just outstanding. Birth, childbirth, something beyond the norm, something that calls you just by its grandness to appreciate. Those are the easy ones, right? We all go on vacations, and a lot of times we go on vacations to appreciate. These are the instances where they kind of knock on our door. If we don't answer our text, they will call. These events, these natural wonders call us to appreciate. Those are the easy ones. Those are fun. Number 2, this is delicate discrimination. Delicate discrimination. This is where the heart and soul of authentic gratitude, appreciation of all of this is. Delicate discrimination to find appreciation in the nuances of life. I talk about this a lot. The little hand reaching out for the mama's finger. The squirrel just reaching out far enough to get a nut off the tree. A participation in life that calls you in on such a small level. If you're not paying attention, you will miss it. I think that the nuances of life and what the nuances offer us in life are some of the great treasures that we're missing. So when you get up in the morning or when you continue on your day today, start looking for the small stuff. Look for the small nuances in conversations, in how people express themselves, how they reach for things, how they come together, how life works. And you'll find great beauty, and you will not be able to do anything else but appreciate. Which, guess what, will want you to even appreciate more. because it makes you feel good. Number 3. Oh, I like this. Gratitude gal likes this one, right? An expression of gratitude. Of course, appreciation is an expression of gratitude. I personally think that all of the great emotions, love, joy, all those big ones, that at the very center core, at the very core of the beginning of all those great emotions is gratitude. So gratitude is definitely part of appreciation. I think of gratitude in this sense as the big umbrella, and appreciation is a form of how I show my gratitude. Number 4. Now this is interesting, and I really, really like this. And number 4 is a favorable judgment. We don't really think of appreciation as judging someone favorably. So since this may be an old term and we don't want to judge, let's look upon something favorably. Now think about that for a minute. If you're looking at something favorably, in my sense, in the perfect sense, in the best sense, let's say, you're looking at someone with appreciation and you find it pleasing. It is favorable to you. It pleases you. It makes you happy. It is a good thing. And I often think, since I have a lot of children in my life, I can see so many times where children are playing and you have the parents standing in the background, arms crossed, perhaps drinking coffee, looking down on their children with pleased smiles, and they're favoring their children. It seems like a type of savoring, doesn't it? But it's something to think about. Do you favor the people that you love? Do you show favor? Do you show appreciation? It's an interesting thought. I'd never thought of favor in this sense. So thank you, Britannica. Number 5, an increase in price or value. This is a good one. And quantum mechanics, epigenetics, all that fancy stuff will probably tell you that cells vibrate at a specific frequency, and that, we're all kind of like cells bouncing around, and we're frequencies to a point. So let's look at this. I lost my definition. Here we are. Want to make sure I'm right here. An increase in price or value. Well, of course, if I appreciate a car, that's not going to, if famous people appreciate things, then of course that will increase price and value to many things. But let's just talk about appreciating someone on a very basic level and what that does to their value. It sounds strange, but let's go with this. I'll go back to Joe again. Joe is one of my favorite guys. He works in the bathrooms. Well, this would be Josephina then, right? In the bathrooms in the airports. And oh my goodness, these men and women work from day to night. And Josephina's in there and she's been working in there. And I really notice that the bathrooms are clean. Because if they're really messy, I'm not going to tell her, I appreciate her good work. I may say, oh my goodness, tough job, huh? Something like that. I'm going to tell her that I appreciate what a great job she's doing. And guess what happens to Josephina? 99 chances out of 10, unless she's having a really bad day. She's going to feel happier. And when she feels happier, her frequency goes up, which in turn goes back to she has an increase in frequency and happiness. And happiness is valuable. Isn't that cool? We can increase people's value, how they feel about themselves, by appreciating them. So really quickly through the 5 things. understanding the magnitude of something, the waterfalls, the beauty of nature, the miracle of life itself. Number 2, delicate discrimination. Oh my goodness, the richness of the nuances that we find every day in our life. Look for those, please. Number 3, an expression of gratitude. Easy one. A favorable way of looking at things. You're favoring things by appreciating them. You're saying yes to them. Yes to them. Yes to life. Yes to, wonderful. And number 5, you, by appreciating things, by appreciating people, make them feel more valued. You can't ask for anything more than that. That is absolutely wonderful. Now, if that, take some of that, think about it, chew on it, and go out and just up your appreciation a little bit. Let me know what it does. I'll guarantee you if you do it, it'll make you feel better. It'll make the people around you feel better. And if you've never done it before, it's okay. Just go ahead and do it. It's not going to cost you anything except a few seconds, maybe a little flicker of uncomfortability, but the more you do it, the better you'll feel. So anyway, I've talked enough. Hey, you guys, have a wonderful 4th of July, and I'm happy to live in this country. I'm so grateful for our freedom, and I'm grateful for all of you around the world. So thank you so very much. Until next time, Karen Schaal, Gratitude Gal with Psycho News.
I'm thankful for my bed, I'm thankful for the sky, cause nothing is forever, that's why I'm writing this letter. See, gratitude's a high frequency and thus it'll make us feel better. I'm thankful for my health, I'm thankful for this day, I'm thankful I can smell, I'm thankful I can taste, I'm thankful for my family, I'm thankful for the wind. See, I don't take things for granted, I'm grateful for all things, cause things didn't have to be this way. So I acknowledge and appreciate everything that's happening to me until I'm ready to leave this place. And that's real, we are eternal souls, living this life to learn to grow. But before I'm returning home, I'm becoming my greatest version though. I'm thankful for my breath, I'm thankful for this mic.